Welcome back to the channel, guys. I think it's probably been like 7 to 8 weeks since I last uploaded a video on the car, and so much has happened during that time. I've actually tried to record this video at least 6 or 7 times during that time frame. The first one was when I decided to go to an EF meetup. Then the second time around is when I decided to go and take a look at a wagon that I was considering buying. That didn't really work out. Bonnet gone. We have to change the bonnet. The bracket so. The third time was when I put the engine in the car. That's right, guys, the engine is in the car. You know, I tried to record, well, I did record some videos of me trying to move this engine by myself and at least get it placed underneath the car. I'll throw some clips of that in here for you guys to see it. But I had one of my friends come over and actually help me get it bolted in. Still missing a bolt right there. I need to get that sorted out, and the back mount is bolted up as well back there. Along with that, I replaced the distributor cap because this did break when we were putting the engine in. It got caught underneath this bracket, and right here was broken, so got a new cap. At the same time, I realized that this is a distributor from an H22. As you can see, it was cut to, to get it to work. But all that's really left here is, as you can see, to install the exhaust, get the radiator placed in, all the hoses connected, a bit of wiring on the engine harness, which I think I'm going to try and get started today, and I think that might be it, excluding a battery. But once I have all of that sorted out, I think we should be able to get it running. I won't be able to finish everything today, but I'm just gonna get what I can get done and leave it at that, you know. Oh, there's also this. If you notice, this is a hydro box. I do have the bracket inside the car that will bolt here, that allows me to still run the stock clutch cable. I will need to cut this though. The bracket kind of does sit in here, but it doesn't allow for the full range of movement because of this piece specifically. So I could either knock this out of the way or just cut it off. I'm also kind of tying with the idea of just changing the entire traction bar, because as you can see down there, it is cracked, and I don't want to run this. I don't want to repair it. I don't want to repair it and reuse it. I'll probably just change it out altogether. But for the sake of just getting it started, that might not be necessary. But yeah, that is where it's at right now. So I'll get back in touch with you guys once I've finished wiring this up. Alright guys, so just to kind of catch you up on where we're at now, I did finish the wiring here. Got everything connected and it's taped up. So the engine harness is now connected into the chassis harness here. These, I'll find a neater way to kind of clean these up, but I'm just leaving it there for now, just in case it's something that I'm not aware of and I left out. But down here, kind of ran into a bit of a problem with the axles. So again, as I mentioned earlier, this is a hydro box, and I didn't know that the splines on that were bigger than the stock EF axle, so than the stock EF hub rather. So I am gonna have to change this hub, which I guess is fine. Feels good. The only noise I hear is brake noise. It doesn't really sound anyway. There is a little play there, but that's not too bad. And I mean, there's a lot of work that needs to be done underneath here at the same time, because this tie rod is shot, as you can see. As a matter of fact, I was trying to pull this, and the nut and the bolt are fused together, so that's gonna be a story on its own. The bushing for the control arm was rebuilt, and I mean, if you look at the sway bar bushing, that's done. So there is a lot of work. I mean, I'm not really in any large amount of rush, and now that I'm looking at this, something don't look right here. This does not look right. So yeah, that needs to be changed as well. So a lot of work. I'm not really stressing though. It was all stuff that I planned to look at eventually. So I guess I kind of need to be factoring them in just a little bit sooner than I had planned to originally. So I guess that kind of brings us to the end of today's video. The engine is in. There is a lot of front end work that needs to be done. Wiring is almost there. So I guess worst case scenario, we can finish up the wiring, get the battery in, radiator, and just make sure that it runs and starts properly. And I'll sort out the hubs just so that you can at least be rolling and moving around. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for all of those who have subscribed already. It has really been encouraging. I know that I haven't been posting regularly, but it's just a bit of trying to juggle work, getting home late in the evening, and then working on this thing. Just outside, I don't have any lights except that one up there. So yeah, but I really appreciate all you guys who have been following me on social media and just encouraging me over the years between the last build and this one, and just giving me tips and tricks on how to work on these cars and get things done. So once again, thank you guys so much. Stay tuned for the next one.